All right, folks, good morning, okay? Grab your coffee or your mimosa. I won't judge, all right? Just because I don't drink don't mean you can't drink. And trust me, how things are right now, it's probably best that you do drink. Well, so joining me in bed today is Broadway performer, karaoke king, and the man bringing show tune Sundays to Lit Bar in Wilton Manors, Ralphie. So welcome to my bed, Ralphie.
Thank you.
How
Happy
you
to be here.
doing?
Good.
I love your energy. I love your energy. And I'm going to tell you that your show tune Sunday, right, started last Sunday. And I heard great things about it.
Good.
Great things about it.
Good.
All right. And we'll get to that in a second. So most important question first. Do you actually wake up singing?
I do. That is weird that you just asked that. Because it's random. I will try to concentrate on something, but the song just comes back. Yeah, I do wake up singing. That's so bizarre.
Because I wake up bitching, right? So it's like I wake up and I'm already mad. Like, what time is it? Why are you bothering me? Where's my coffee? You know, Ralphie wakes up and starts la 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 la, you know. Is it something that Broadway people do to annoy the rest of us? Or, I mean, because you know, there are like Broadway people are Broadway people. I'm a musical geek. I'm a nerd in that aspect, right? When I told you before the show that I grew up in Jersey, so I would cut school. And when people went to the mall, I would go to Broadway, you know, because,
awesome.
you know, one little bus that took $3 to get to the city and I was there. Yeah. So, you know, I don't consider myself a musical or a Broadway person like yourself because I can't sing. You know, like for the life of me, I'm just saying.
But we need the supporters. So we're grateful.
Right, it's true because without the bad singing supporters, then what would you do, Broadway folks? You know what I mean? You grew up in Pennsylvania, and you know, small town, right? I mean, how does that kid end up on Broadway?
A lot of chutzpah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. There was just a bug in me that needed to get out. And I moved right to New York City after school and went to a theater conservatory. And it just, I mean, I was going to go to be a doctor, right? That's what my parents wanted me to be.
Okay. Got it.
But I didn't want to have any regrets. So I can always go back to school, right?
Yeah.
So I moved to New York and it just took off. I mean, it's just in you. And I think maybe that's what annoys other people is that it's just in you.
There's something,
and it just has to come out. Yeah, it does.
And I guess it could come out in a lot of different ways. It's just that since you're talented and you can't sing, then it just kind of goes out that way. You know, maybe for me, it just comes out by being mean to people. Who knows? Who knows? You know, as a queer kid growing up in Jersey, that was my outlet. That was where I saw myself, right? I didn't see myself in my family. I saw, you know, in my family, like raised me or like, were like, you don't want to be like that, right? And so I was always kind of scared of what like that meant.
Right. Same.
Yeah, it's funny how that is. And then when you got to Broadway, did you feel like,
yes,
I'm home?
I could be me. I could be me wholeheartedly without, you know, any judgment or any, you know, filtering anything or hiding anything.
Yeah, isn't that a beautiful thing?
It's amazing.
Let's brag for a second, okay? Because this gentleman that is also going to just fill your heart with joy on Sundays at Lit Bar has been in Rock of Ages, Frozen, Priscilla, Hairspray, Wicked. You know, like at what moment did you finally think to yourself, holy crap, I am far away from Pennsylvania, which you're really not. You know what I mean? When you're...
No, not at all. I think it was wearing a $15,000 coat on Broadway in Rock of Ages that my little podunk town, Boyertown, Pennsylvania, they did this article on me and I was like front and center in this coat. I think that's sort of when it hit home that I had made something.
Yeah.
And then blessed, I just kept booking and I toured for over 8 years.
Woo!
And during that time, I was like, I don't know if New York City is the end all be all, right?
Okay.
So while I was touring and performing, I was like, let's start paying attention to some of these towns. Like,
Smart.
Where could I live? And I was the understudy in this show for Adam Pascal.
Okay.
I
love Adam Pascal from Rent. Rent is my, look, no date but today. I literally have it tattooed on me.
Yes. So I was his understudy, and he was out while we were at the Broward Center in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes. Love you, Broward Center.
Yes. And Jennifer McLean saw me in that show.
Oh, I love Jennifer McLean.
I had the best time here and hanging out on the drive. And I was like, you know what? After the pandemic hit and New York wasn't the same, I spent a lot of time in Orlando. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So I moved to Fort Lauderdale, and it's almost 6 years now.
With a partner, by yourself?
By myself.
Okay. Was that a hesitant when I asked you that?
It was hesitant because of drama during the pandemic. I sort of lost a lot of faith in myself and didn't like who I was because of that relationship, let's say. And a lot of people went through a lot of stuff. So I, made a decision that I needed to take care of myself. And I came here for an escape and found a new life that is really fun. And I've been welcomed by everybody. And it's been a great 6 years.
Oh my goodness.
Here I am.
And here he is, and he's dropping names like Jennifer McLean and Broward Center and all, you know what I mean? Like, it's like Jennifer McLean just did Mae West and was like an astounding success. You are not the first nor the last gay boy that she probably will pick up in acquisition. You know what I mean? Because that's Jennifer McLean. Oh, honey, come join, move to Wilton Manors. I mean, that is Jennifer. You know what I mean? Like, there is no other ally like her. I'd say it all the time. Like, okay, you want to know what an ally looks like? Go talk to Jennifer McLean. You know what I mean? 100%. Because like, I'm a lesbian. I gotta be with you people. You know what I mean? I'm kind of forced that way. She's not. And mind you, she is immersed in our culture. And just shares her talents up and down the drive, as you know. And then for her to see you on stage and go, I'm gonna hang with that kid, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And now he's here on the drive for all our enjoyment, and I can't tell you how happy I am about that. So, I love Charles Horton. He is the owner of Lip Bar and also of Le Boy. Hi, Charles. And Howard is one of my close friends as well. And so Howard's like, listen, you got to talk to this guy, Ralphie. He's a singing bartender. And I'm like, okay, I used to bartend and there's no freaking way you can do both. Well, I can't sing. So, but even if I was lip syncing, it would be very difficult, because people don't know how difficult it is to be a bartender. It's not just making drinks. There's a lot that comes with it, So please tell everyone about Show Tune Sundays, because this isn't just another piano bar kind of deal. No, it's not.
It's not. So I have a Britney mic or Madonna mic, depending on your era.
You don't call, because I'm old. I call it a Janet Jackson mic. It's because I'm old. I'm sorry.
No. Wait, we're close to the same. Anyway, so I have the Janet mic on.
Okay.
And it's really fun because I can sing a song and bartend, asking, okay, maybe this vodka soda, I'll win. It just happens, and it's fun to be able to multitask. You might mess stuff up. The hardest part is working on the computer while you're trying to.
That part.
Yes. Okay. I'm like, wait, where is the Grey Goose? Okay, there. Okay, yeah. That's the hardest part. But it's really super fun that I can be behind the bar and I can also run around. I built a little stage, so there's, something to elevate me a little. But I also am that person that doesn't like to be still. So I also run around the audience and I'm picking up glasses and carrying things and eat French fries while I'm singing. And it's just I get to be me. And I've always had this frenetic energy, and I've always been super personable, and I don't like being stuck on a stage. I mean, I love stage lights. I mean, come on. But I remember being at other bars and being behind the bar and then getting a chance to sing, but combining those two things is just, I think, unique and really, really fun.
Yeah. No, I love that. And like you get to meet everybody who's
Yeah.
there to be there with you.
Yeah.
You know, like
You're not separated, and
Charles,
then try to say hi to everybody.
boys, you better be paying double. Okay, you better not be paying him just one price. Going, wait, we need a bartender that day. You know what? Ralphie can sing and be the bartender.
Renegotiation.
So okay, and so where does the karaoke aspect fall into it? Are you gonna let anybody sing?
Yes.
Shut up! Wait a
So
minute.
last night-
Wait.
So
Okay.
listen, we have a few more weeks, right,
Uh-huh.
until season sets in.
Mhm.
So I wanted to have enough time to sort of make some tweaks, and get audience feedback and see what's gonna work
Okay.
when the bar is beyond packed.
Yeah.
And I'll say last night we pulled in 4 extra tables and still needed more room. So, I'm trying to figure out what will work best, seated, standing room, all of that stuff.
Okay, you're playing around with all of that.
Yeah,
and
we're
you
playing
have time.
around with it. And
Mhm.
so the first show was really video focused, Broadway videos. There was an introduction set, then I would sing, then another set and sing. So I've truncated the video part, expanded the singing part a little. They're a little more balanced now. And then after the third set, because, comedy in threes, after the third set last night, we were having so much fun. I sang a couple more songs, but then I just asked the audience, do we want to do my next set of videos or do we want to go into Broadway-oke? And everybody wanted to sing.
Oh,
So
okay.
there were like 12 singers last night.
Wow.
And people stayed longer than the first night. And it was a hoot. It was so much fun. So
Oh.
it's not about me and the Broadway talent. For me, Broadway is incredible talent, but also timing, being at the right place at the right time.
Of course.
Because I have worked with more talented people on the Broward stage doing Slow Burn Theater Company shows.
Yes.
More talented, whatever that
We
means.
have such talented people.
Oh
down
my gosh.
here in South Florida. It's
SoFlo,
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Yes.
It's like those same people that woke up and was like, "Oh, I love Broadway. Let me move down to Wilton Manors."
Yeah,
I mean,
I
like
don't know.
there's so much
And so many more are
talent here.
coming.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so exciting. And also to be able then to let them be the star.
Yeah.
It's just so fun.
Well, and people are so animated, right? And listen, you don't know what people do during the day, right? Like this is what I do during the day, right? So when I want to, when I'm sitting somewhere, I don't want to do anything else. So I just want to enjoy other people perform, right? But like if you are an analyst or if you are you deal with numbers all day, right? And you in your heart wanted to go to Broadway and maybe audition, but never did.
Mm-hmm.
This is your outlet. This is your chance to shine. And Ralphie's giving you an opportunity to do so.
Yes.
I mean, and that's got to give in Spanish, coquillitas, which means like tickles. It's got to give you tickles in your heart.
It does. It does give you tickles.
Because it's like,
Coquillitas.
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 Yeah.
I love that.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna steal that.
Well, because I mean, sometimes you're leading people to where they didn't know they wanted to go. And it wasn't until they saw you and your smile and maybe a part of a song that they were like, he's the guy that's going to take me there. And I want to go there every single Sunday when I'm with him. You know what I mean?
And I'm just so happy to spread joy and help people.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done coaching. I've taught, because I've choreographed. So now I do private lessons, dance and coaching and acting and singing and, for audition prep. But I just love helping and sharing what I've learned and experienced. And you're exactly right. Maybe they're doing numbers all day, but they had that little bug when they were younger and they want to let it out somehow. This could be a really cool
You just
new
never
way.
know, right?
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about our community is that, we teach people all the time, don't judge a book by its cover. You never know what I'm all about.
Never.
You know what I mean? I could be straight-laced and very executive, and at night I'm all about bondage, and you can find me behind a tire at the Eagle, right? Like, you don't know. You don't know, and you should never know, And
our new bartender,
Uh-huh.
she is taking her LSATs.
Oh,
And then
I love
last
that.
night sang.
And could sing.
She could act.
Wow.
She could be, I hate when people say this, but she could be on Broadway.
Wow.
But she's going to be a lawyer.
Wow.
You never know.
You are really, you're a strong proponent on mental health and mental health awareness and making sure that you are okay, and this to me is a great outlet, to give your heart some hugs right now. I mean, every time I turn on the TV, our community is being attacked from different angles, and it's heartbreaking, and if you don't know how to keep those feelings at bay, of course we're anxious, of course we're frustrated, of course we're depressed, of course we're sad.
Yeah.
Yet there is such a stigma around taking care of yourself and self-care. Like I have put on my Facebook from time to time, mental health day, nobody call me. And I've gotten shit for it, right?
Yeah. Why?
Why is it so important to you?
That's the reason I moved here. Is
Okay.
I went through a lot. And my dog, my best friend who passed recently, literally saved my life in New York. And I, as I said, went through a lot. I dealt with depression, and then now I'm learning that it's anxiety, depression, and that turns into a lot of self-hate. And I luckily had my little pooch there to remind me that there was something to live for. And as I was traveling the country and meeting these young people who felt similarly to me, I just found that it is important to take care of yourself, to find help, to talk. I'm huge about talking.
Yeah.
People will message me on Facebook because they know I have BPD, and they feel similar things and they don't know what it means. Maybe they don't have access to therapists, maybe, all of the things. And I just think it is so important to talk about how you feel, because how you feel is not a bad thing.
At all.
It is valid.
Yep.
You can have contrasting feelings at the same time, and that's okay. And I think there needs to be more releasing of that stigma, because it's such a shame that we have so many suicides, and we have so many people who are brilliant who will just stay at home in bed for a week. I mean, I've been there, and if I wasn't able to find the help and the friendships that I have right now, I wouldn't be able to share the joy on Sunday nights. So it's really important, and anyone can reach out to me anytime.
Yeah. Yeah. And folks, there is help, right? I always say suffering is optional. And I say that just because there is help, right? Even if you don't have insurance, there are places that you can go to. There are support groups, right? Like Ralphie said, sometimes just talking about it, right? In our community, we're shunned and we're marginalized since we're kids, right? So we're always kind of like not being able to be our true self. Then we figure out who our true self is, and then there's something wrong with our true self, right? And then it's like, okay, can I find help? No, that's for people that are really sick, or you don't want to lose your job. All that crap is crap. Okay, you can find help. You can find other people that feel the same way. They have made so many incredible advancements with medication for BPD. That again, you don't have to suffer in silence.
No.
And dogs are so important. The reason I had mentioned that was because I believe that you and me lost our pups at the same time. Padme was who got me through cancer, alcoholism, depression, everything. So losing her, I lost a part of myself.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure out what that looks like. I cry every day still. It's not getting any better, right? So I just started joining a pet loss group. It exists, okay? And I thought that was... I thought I wouldn't be able to find something like that. I go to AA. I've been 11 years sober. Why not another support group? But to be in a group with other people that are feeling the same way. I almost punched somebody for saying, "Oh, you're this sad over a dog." I almost lost my shit on somebody. Okay. I could have gone to jail for that. You know what I mean? And Latinos in jail right now are not a good thing. Okay. So understand, but we have a lot in common, Ralphie. So, just know that I am with you, and I'm really happy that you're doing this show. So Show Tune Sundays, Lit Bar. It's every Sunday, and it's from what time to what time?
So seating is 6:30 if you want to try our new Broadway-themed menu partnership with Courtyard Cafe. Show starts at 7, and then as of last night, and we'll see how tweaks go, we started Broadway-oke at 9:15, 9:30.
So it's usually 6 to 10, 6 to 9.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
All right, we're playing around with the time.
Yeah.
Okay, but trust me, it's Lip Bar. So, I mean, literally, you could be outside playing games. You could be outside watching a game. You can go inside for the AC, for the DJ. You can go hang out with Ralphie. You can order food from the Courtyard Cafe. That's right next door that they're making delicious food. I mean, like, so you're hooked up.
Yeah.
That's an awesome Sunday evening, you know? Like, that's how I want to spend my Sunday evening. So I hope that you folks are able to do so too, because that's going to be a lot of fun, for sure. Last question. Wicked or Hamilton?
Wicked. That was so fast.
Right?
Maybe because I did it.
Maybe that's why. I don't know. I mean, okay. Patti LuPone or Audra McDonald?
Ugh. Audra. I love a full vibratic, is that a word? Voice.
Yeah, but I just love how Patty tells everybody off. Right?
That's
you know
true,
what I mean?
that's
Like,
true,
that's the thing. Idina Menzel or Kristen Chenoweth?
Oh, Kristen. That's easy.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't love that Idina said, as long as I sing 75% of the notes. And also, I feel like Kristen may be a little bit of my spirit animal.
Okay.
So
I can see that.
Yeah.
Because I can see you in the little Galinda dress.
I know. Popular is so fun to sing.
Finish this sentence for me, Ralphie. The world needs more
acceptance.
I love that. I love that. And it's truth. Before we let you out of bed, tell everyone where they can find you every Sunday, what time the fun starts, and why they absolutely need to come to Lip Bar on Sunday, late afternoon evenings.
Okay, so seating is at 6:30. You can text me. My phone number is on that advertisement. 7 o'clock, the show starts. We'll do sets of videos and live performance. And then Broadway-oke, we're trying to start around 9:15, 9:30. And that can go till 11 midnight, because I'm the singing bartender. I still have to clean the bar.
Oh, wow.
So I'm there until close. So we can sing as long as you want.
So you're there doing side work and you're still singing?
Exactly. No, I have to build the stage, put the carpet down, remove the stage, put all the tables back outside.
Listen,
Yeah.
somebody's got to do it. Make sure you follow Ralphie on Instagram and Facebook at Ralph Meitzler. Meitzler.
Yeah.
RalphMeitzler. Okay, so follow him on all social media outlets as well, and reach out to him if you just want to say hi. All right. And if you've been looking for an excuse to belt out your favorite Broadway tune without anyone judging you except me if I'm there, this is it. Okay. Ralphie, thank you so much for climbing in bed with me. I appreciate that. And I want you to come back into bed in a couple of months and let me know how it's going and what are the tweaks.
All right.
All right. Are we good with that?
Perfect.
All right. It's a party. It's a party. Thank you, Ralphie, for climbing in bed with me. Until next time, look into that camera and give them your best. FayWhat!
FayWhat!
There it is. We'll be right back.